Hi, everybody. I'm Michael Bailey. I'm a mixed media artist and poet, and I'm always experimenting with various types of medium. And so today I want to show you one of my favorite mediums to work in. It's called clayboard, and it's a product on masonite that has some sort of clay surface on there. My favorite thing to do is draw lots of lines. And this is part of not exactly a series, but a group of drawings that I title Patterns of Nature. So one thing that was always interesting to me in my style was all the playing with all the small lines, and which seemed to create little worlds. Sometimes it appeared as though you were looking very close microscopically, and then at some points you were out in space looking macroscopic. So it's I started to realize that there's patterns of nature that repeat themselves constantly. Now, it took me a long time to realize this, but these patterns of nature are everywhere. And there's so many similarities that we're very familiar with. Like, for instance, if you were to look at the roots of a tree, and then you were out in outer space and you looked at all the little tributaries from a stream and from rivers and so on and so forth, when they would branch off. Or if you were to look at the circulatory system and how that branches off into different patterns. So I finally came to discover that nature was that it wasn't inventing things brand new. It was repeating itself and then making small changes that were created something new. And as I would draw, I never had any plans on where I was going. And if any time you've ever steered into a stream and lost into how the stream moves, and rocks are involved, and it moves around the rocks, and there's currents involved, and the currents move the water, it's like those are patterns of nature. If you were to look at a bird feather and see all the intricate lines, you would start to see these lines repeat themselves. So as I would draw, I noticed that there were mountains appearing and rocks appearing and light appearing and worlds. And one of my paintings is called Worlds Within Worlds. And it seems as though all of these drawings bring you into a new world the closer you get into them. So the great thing about them is, from a distance they look one way, but when you're up close, you start to see a new world you haven't seen before. And even in my drawings, I see new worlds I haven't seen before, and I drew them. Here's a small one, and this is a creation of many, 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 many lines, and everything all the shading is an individual line. Well, thank you for joining me. I enjoyed showing you my work, and I do other types of medium, and I would love for you to join me on michaelbaileyartist.com and see more of my work. And so thank you.